Hello and welcome back to Operation Vimy Ridge. It is the spring of 1916, and the dice have continued to evade us. I forgot about the fighters pairing with naval ships, so that gave him 5 free kills. But also, we both were horrible in round one. He did much better in round two. I did good in round three, but by that point, I only had 3 ships left. So, um, yeah. So, British are in trouble again there. But we'll see. We'll see what that does to us. But before the British turn can start, on the British turn, Germany, Britain, and France all have to complete tank technology. So France has to pay $1, and Germany and Britain each have to pay $3 to complete it. It's one per stage. So what that means is you will see $3 off of my money for the British, and I get a free tank for that. So I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it'd been nice to do that. And then obviously the French, I have their $1 sitting there for their tank, and then the British or the French, Germans next turn, I have their $3 for their tank sitting there that they have to pay. The other thing we have to be in the turn, being the calendar year, is Finnish Fighter Revolution. So theoretically, we could take all them off because we're all at 1916 now. But I'm just showing it to show I have to pay for my fighters. I have 3, so you'll see $3 more underneath that fighter there to upgrade my 3 fighters on the board. So I'm now at 1916 fighters for the British. The Russians have their 2, and the Albans have their 1 sitting there. So Germany and France were lucky enough to roll it, so they didn't have to pay for it, especially because Germany had 5 on the board until we sacrificed them. So, yeah. So then with the rest of my money, I had 47. Sorry, I had 46. I said 45 in the last video, but I forgot the dollar for the successful bombing. So I had to spend 3 on the fighters, 3 on tank technology. I lost 1 to rating. Thankfully I lost 1 to rating. That left me with $39. I get a free colonial in Africa. I'm buying 4 infantry and lend-leasing the French and infantry for 15. Buying 5 more colonials for 10. That's 25. And with the last 14, we are going to start 2 cruisers on stage 3. That's 6. We're going to move a dread from stage 3 to stage 2. That's 10. And then we're going to move on from stage 4 to stage 3 is our last 14. So that's all our money. Technology, we are going to go for convoy systems as blue on a 6 or higher to try to get Q ships, and improve construction on a 7 or higher because now we need lots of ships and lots of ships fast. So we need high numbers on this one. That's an 8 and an 11, so that is 2 high numbers. That's what we needed. So that will move convoy systems up to stage 2. So we will have Q ships. So whenever they attack my lines now, I will get a roll at 1. And improved construction goes to stage 2. Okay. And then we're not spending any money on diplomacy, but I get a free one for my successful attack last turn. So we'll flip this over for now. And of course, we're going for Romania. It needs to be neutral or up our side at the end of this calendar turn, or even more bad luck for us. So you know both the Ottomans and the Austrians will roll it down somehow because that's just how Dan's been rolling this game. But okay, so we need a 3 or less to get Romania to stage 1 for the British. And 2 1s do not count. I wish I could move it up 2 spaces, but it cannot. Okay, we have a bunch of attacks we're going to do. Just because, why not? So, we're going to take the colonial from Portuguese East Africa and the infantry and 4 colonials from Rhodesia and attack German East Africa. We are then going to pick up 2 colonials, one from South Persia, one from Maharashtra, pop them on the transport. It's going to go 1, 2, along with 1 TBD, 1 pre-dread, 1, 2. He's going to do some bombarding. And I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, 1 TBD, 1 pre-dread, 1 2. He's going to do some bombarding. And I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their TBD up with that guy for now. Okay, so there, and then, I think we're going to leave their T the colonial in Thrace, one is going to stay back to damage the rail, so that's going to be an automatic kill of the rail. The other one's going to hop on the transport and go 1, 2, 3, and join that guy. And so I'm going to have 3 colonials versus his colonial in Italian Somaliland trying to do that. So see what happens there. Thankfully, the German cruiser went over there, and the Japanese Navy is far enough away that they can't get to me this turn. So we shall see. Then we are going to send the 5 colonial, 5 infantry, my bad, and artillery into northern Iraq to see if we can get any luck there. He has 4 infantry entrenched, and then a colonial and a militia. So we shall see what happens there. Then the big boy, and I'm filming this before Brian, General Hand Grenade, is awake, so I will do the battle and then won't post it until after he gets up, so he can let me know if he wants to do his attack, because in 1914, I'm going to move my Navy into M6 and then go to M3 to attack the Austro-Hungarian Navy. If he wants to attack me, he'll be the attacker, I'll be the defender technically, but then all my ships are going to get to fire back at him. So my guess is he's going to say no, but you never know. So the entire Navy's going over there, but 1 TBD, because with the major port I have a movement of 4, the 1 TBD is going to come down to M8, pick up the effective commander, and then go 2, 3, 4, and rejoin the fleet for the battle. Because he gets to go 1 space, he's going to hop on that and then go. Okay. That's all that's up there. I do got to grab a damage rail marker for Thrace then. I did not do that. The airship is going to do what the airship's been doing and try to damage the factory in Bavaria. We'll see what happens there. And then I have 3 attrition attacks into Bavaria from Lorraine as the British. So, yeah. Let's see what happens. So, let's start with the naval battle, because I'm very interested to see how that one turns out. So, if he decides he wants to attack me, he's going to have 1 out of 3. And that's a 9, so he misses. So, and then I would have a lot. I'd have 1 out of 4 for the sub, 1 out of 3 for the coastal sub. TBD would be at 5. Cruisers would be at 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cruisers. 4 cruisers at 7. And a pre-dread at 8. Yeah, pre-dread at 8. Oops, wrong color. Purple's 8. Nope, that's black. Where the heck is... Oh, black and purple in the wrong bins. Okay. This is why I'm thinking he wouldn't do this, because his chances of taking 1 ship out versus him losing that sub, and he's going to want to convoy raid me. But we'll do this just in case, and then we'll like I said, we'll ask him before we post. So here we go. It's 1 round of combat, and then I can continue moving on and do my fight. So here we go. And I got 1, 2 hits. That is it. So he almost would have survived it, but okay. So he got... hopefully the dice get better than that for the next round. So if he decided that he wanted to attack, his sub is dead and everything else gets to move on. So we're just going to red ship this for now as a reminder for me to ask him that question. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, let me grab the damage rail marker. So, Thrace. The rail in Thrace is damaged. The colonial troop can do that. Okay. So that one's done. Let's do the big naval battle. And we're going to do this on the battle board just because it's a little bigger. So they have 2 Austro-Hungarian pre-dreads at 7. They have 1 Italian at 7. Italian cruiser at 6, 2 TBDs, Italian TBDs at 4, and 2 Austro-Hungarian TBDs also at 4. So he will have 4 at 4 without any first strikes on my end. 4 at 4, 1 at 6, and 2 at 7. Okay. And then let's bring the plate down here. So there's his, and that could change based on first strikes, but then I have, oops, there goes the camera. Okay. I will have a commander with the TBD. And I was debating if I wanted to do the extra shot or have this. So the coastal sub goes to 3, the sub goes to 4, the TBD goes to 5, the cruisers go to 7, and the pre-dread will be at 8. And he's back there at 8. So we have 3, 4, 5, 4 black at 7, and 1 at 8. Okay. I'm going to roll all mine together because he has no first strikes, and then if I hit any first strikes, we will take them off. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ships. I have 8 dice. Okay. Here we go. We need some low numbers now. And 1 dice missed the tray. Let me grab this blue guy down here and re-roll him. Okay, I see a lot of freaking high numbers. So TBD hits. Those 2 miss. Those 2 are hits at 7. That's a hit at 8. And those 2 miss. So both subs miss. Okay, so I got 4 hits. So then he has 7 backspace. 4 at 4, 1 at 6, and 2 at 7. Okay, so 1 TBD hits, the other 2 TBDs hit, the other 2 miss. He's got 8, so they both pre-dreads miss. That was huge, but the cruiser hit. Okay, so he loses 4, so he's going to lose. I'm going to assume he's going to lose all 4 TBs. I'm just going to take the highest or the lowest ones. I'm hoping to complete this, so it shouldn't matter. Oh, I gotta roll 1 more. I forgot there's a chip there. I gotta roll 1 more 7 for him. And it missed also. Jeez, pre-dreads, thank you very much. So he's going to have 4 ships left. 3 pre-dreads and a cruiser. So his 4 blue dice will go away. He got 3 hits on me. So I will lose the coastal sub, the regular sub, and the TBD. And of course, I think he got 3 hits on me. Yeah, because I moved it too soon. So we'll go again. So I have 4 at 6 and 1 at 8. So those go away from me. And then he's going to have 3 at 7 and 1 at 6 in return. So round 2. Okay, so 2 7s and 2 10s. And an 11. Jeez. So I get 2 hits and 3 misses. Okay, so then he's got 3 at 7 and 1 at 6. And he gets 2 hits. Okay. So he's going to lose the Italian cruiser, and we're just going to take an Austro-Hungarian pre-dread. We can fix that later if, but I'm hoping to get 2 hits in the last round, but we'll see. Okay, so he's got 2 pre-dreads left. He got 2 hits, so I lose 2 cruisers. So then I have 2 cruisers and a pre-dread left, and he's got 2 pre-dreads left. So come on. We have 2 at 7 and 1 at 8. 1 hit. 1 hit. They both miss. Okay. And then he's got 2 at 7 in return. And of course, why wouldn't he get 2 hits? Okay. So he's going to lose the other Austro-Hungarian pre-dread, I'm assuming. If you want to fix it, let me know. But you're going to have 1 pre-dread left. And then I lose 2. I lose 2. So I will lose the TBD and 1 cruiser. So that's going to leave me a commander, a cruiser, and a pre-dread left. And they will have to retreat back to M6, I guess. So, almost did what I wanted to do, but not quite. Oh, man. The commander didn't help me out too much, and just more bad rolling. But what else is new? So, if I could go one more round, I would, but I can't, so we're done. Okay. That stinks, but at least I got rid of most of that navy. So, okay. Italian Somaliland. We have a pre-dread bombarding at a 3. Here we go. We see 1 hit here. Bombarding at a 3. And that is a 3. That is great. So we will take Italian Somaliland with no casualties. Which, after what we've been through. So 3 colonials will take that. That was beyond huge. Beyond. Okay. Just move them out of the way. And just double check. Pre-dread is a 3. Yep. Okay. So that will move the British up $1 and the Italians down $1. So the British will go to 39. And the Italians, I don't even have on the board. Oh, they're up here. I believe they had 8. So that will put them down to 7, but I will double check that. But Dan, you're down 1 for the Italians. Okay. German. Oh, I don't know if I said that one up there, but it's up there. So we got Calcutta and Benares going into Bengal. Once again, just the random events have not been on our side. So I have 2 at 1, which are white, and he'll have 1 at 2, which is red. So we'll roll them together because it's a small battle here. You can't make this stuff up. So he gets a hit, so I lose 1. Do I dare? I mean, whatever. Let's go. We both missed in round 2. Round 3. Thankfully, he missed. Let's see what I do. I'm probably going to miss also, but... Oh, it was a 1 for half a second. Okay, so I missed. So... Oh, man. So, I'll take the guy off of Benares. Okay. German East Africa. I'm going to have 5 at 1. 1 at 2, which is the red dice. And then he's got 1 at 4. So once again, we'll just roll them all together because we have the room here. We're looking for 1 hit. Oh, we got it. Both infantry hit. All the colonials missed. So I need to grab a pie for that one. So I'll lose a colonial. He loses an infantry. That battle is done. Let me go grab a pie quickly. You can see how confident I was on winning this battle. So German East Africa is taken by an infantry and 4 colonial. And that is worth $1. So the buck the Germans took from me, I'll take back. So Germans down to 38, British up to 40. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Now let's do northern Iraq. So that is a desert. So I will have one artillery first strike at 3. That'll be the translucent one there. I will have 1 upgunned infantry because the artillery, so he's down 1, back up 1, so I'll have 1 at 2. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colonials and 4 other infantry. So that'll be 9 at 1. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So I need at least 3 hits to continue this into a second round. And just hope that he does not hit back because he's got 4 at 6. But okay, here we go. Round 1 for the British. And of course, not a single hit. So that battle is done. He will have 2 at 2. 2 at 2 and 4 at 6. Oops. Got 2 different color greens here. So 4 at 6. Okay. We just had no luck going into Ottoman territory the entire game. So. And 1, 2, 3 hits. Why not? Yep, that's basically what we were expecting. 3 hits. The entrenchment helped out, because if not, I don't think there was a single hit there. But so I will lose 3 colonial. 1, 2, 3, leaving me 5 infantry and 2 colonial and artillery there. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So then I think we're left to the bombing run and the attrition attacks. So the bombing run, I got 1 D6, and he's got 1 at 1 trying to shoot me down. And 3 and a 10, so I do 3 more damage to the factory in Bavaria. So I begin lucky there, but that's about it. He'll fly back to Paris and land. And then we have 3 attrition attacks at 1. 3 at 1. And nope. No dice. Okay. So I think that's all the attacks. I'm just double checking everything real quickly here. Okay. Once again, dice were on our side for some things, but not other things, so. Okay, so the non-combat movement. I gotta figure out what I'm doing there. So over here, let's start with over here. If a colonial from South Africa Union is walking into Portuguese East Africa, so I have that garrisoned. Infantry from Anatolia is walking into Rhodesia, so that's garrisoned. The 6 infantry, cavalry, and fighter and commander in Picardy are going to go to Lorraine. And that commander will be the 2nd effective commander. Okay. The 1 seaplane in British Midlands is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to southern France. The other one I think is going to hang out there for now. I still know. The fleet that is in A22 is going to go 1, 2 to A29. So three transports, a cruiser, and a TBD. The other transport is going to go 1, 2, 3, pick up the 2 infantry, 3, 4, drop them off in Aquitaine. The TBD and A35 is going to come and join those guys. And then the transports are going into port, but the ships will stay out at sea, I think. Yeah. So that's done. That's done. Just debating if I want to send that second. There's no subs up here anymore, but he can always come back up here to do some stuff. So, yeah, I think we'll leave the second seaplane there for now. Other non-combat movements. What do I want to do here? I wasn't expecting to get destroyed quite that badly there. I can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, I think the guy from New Delhi is going to just walk to Benares. I don't think it really matters. Guy in Calcutta can't go anywhere. So I think that's it for non-combat movement. I don't see any more green arrows on the board. So then to place units, we are placing 1 into South African Union. That's the free dude we got. And we have 5 more colonial. 1 in the Najd, 1 in Southern Persia, 1 in Maharashtra, 1 in New Delhi. And the last one is going to go up here. Oh, I did forget one thing, guys. 1 attrition attack. Let me do it real quickly here. 1 colonial into Southern Iraq. So I do have 2 artillery in going into Syria. I mean, they're not going to hit, so it's not no point, but a 7 and a 9. Yep, so that's what I figured. I can't roll 1s today. Or this game. Okay, so let's get back to placing units. The French Lend-Lease. Oh, sorry, one more thing. These 3 infantry in London. Yeah, they're staying put. I'm a little in trouble now with the British Navy, or the German Navy destroying the British Navy. So we're going to do the Lend-Lease to Picardy. We're going to place 1 dude in Scotland. 1 dude in London to get out of trench line. 1 guy in British Midlands. And 1 guy into Northern England. Just in case he decides he wants to come out and get crazy. The rest of the money was spent on starting 2 cruisers. We moved 1 from stage 4 to stage 3 and 1 from stage 3 to stage 2. So that way I'll have 2 on stage 2, 1 on stage 3, and 2 cruisers on stage 3. So, okay. I think that's all my... Oh, no. I got 1 more placement. I forgot. I got to place my tank. My free-ish tank. So he will go into the factory in London. Okay. Let's collect some money. Do a disposition and pass it on to the Austro-Hungarians. But, so we are at 40. We get 1 for Belgium. That's 41. And let's see what wartime income is. Well, that's good. Finally something good. 10. So that's 51. Okay, so we will have 51. This fire does not get placed. Okay, well, I needed 1s because I was running low on 1s for everybody because everybody's got like 8, 9s or whatever. So 51 for the, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 51 for the British next turn until we see how much more we lose from raiding and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay. Quick disposition. So, in Picardy, there are 3 British fighters, 6 British infantry, an effective commander, a cavalry, and 3 artillery, along with all the French units. Scotland has a militia and an infantry. Northern England has 2 militia and an infantry. British Midlands has naval infantry, militia, 2 infantry, seaplane, and a recon blimp. London has 4 infantry, so a trench line, ineffective commander, 2 naval infantry, and a tank. A29 has 2 cruisers. 2 TBDs and a cruiser. Aquitaine has 2 infantry and 4 transports in port. Southern France has a seaplane. Actually, we're going to move this commander from London down to A29. He's ineffective, but he's going to hang out with that fleet down there because I want to activate him next turn. In Africa, Angola is now empty. German South Africa is empty. South African Union has a colonial. Rhodesia has a colonial. Portuguese East Africa has a colonial. German East Africa has 4 colonials and an infantry. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan has 3 colonial. Italian Somaliland has 3 colonials. I-4 has a pre-dread, TBD, and 2 transports. No changes in Western Egypt or Eastern Egypt. There's a damaged rail up in Thrace. The British Navy is down to an effective commander, but he's not paired right now, so he's the effective one, but he can't do anything. Cruiser and a TBD. There's 1 Italian or Austro-Hungarian pre-dread left in M3. I figured you want the Italian more, but let me know. We can always switch that out. Oh, and because of that, I will get a free, because I killed 2 pre-dreads and I lost none, I will get a free one as the French for that. And because I took a land zone, I will get 2 free as... No, I'm the British. Sorry, I'm the British. The British will get 2 free diplomacy rolls next turn. The French have no diplomacy because they didn't do their mandatory offensive yet. Okay, that was the British. I-6 has a TBD and a transport. India, they all have a colonial infantry. Southern Iraq has 3 colonials, 5 infantry, and an artillery. Kuwait and Najd each have a colonial. And no other changes on the board. Went 2 for 2 on tech, which was good. So, improved construction to stage 2 and convoys to stage 2. So I do have Q ships now for when you guys attack our lines. We do have Q ships. Don't forget to roll that. I missed Romania, so Romania is still neutral. So, I think that's it, guys. This looks like it's going to be a long round. Everybody's got a lot of battles we seem to be doing. So, we will pass it on to the Austro-Hungarians, and we will see you all next year. As always, if you have any questions, please ask. Catch you later. See ya.